That day their eyes met. It was only the beginning of the showdown, and they could not imagine what was about to happen in their lives. But first, it's good to take a few steps back. In the meantime, you are welcome to this channel, so subscribe to stay updated. Enjoy. Aeneas, a young man with an unstoppable spirit, had fallen deeply in love with Selene, a sweet and reserved girl who shared his passion for the little pleasures of life. Everything seemed perfect until they faced an unexpected challenge. Selene's father, Severino, a highly successful lawyer with aristocratic roots, did not look favorably on the boy, despising his humble origins and lack of formal education. Severino, with sharp words and a look that could freeze the blood, forbade any union between them, mocking the young man's aspirations and dreams. After Severino's harsh, oppressive attitudes, Aeneas and the girl found themselves forced to separate, completely losing sight of each other in the vortex of their lives. Yet despite his broken heart and wounded pride, Aeneas did not give up. He realized that the only way to get Selene back was to show Severino and himself that he could be someone respectable. Devoting himself body and soul to his work, he found a position as a clerk in a law firm, where his boss, seeing in him a diamond in the rough, decided to take charge of his professional development. Years of hard work and night school paid off when Aeneas passed the bar exam against all odds on his first try. It was the triumph of perseverance over prejudice, a moment of sweet revenge, but also of profound personal fulfillment. But destiny, which we often weave with our choices, had prepared an unusual stage for the second act of Aeneas's life. One day he found himself there, face to face with the man who had once denigrated him and rejected him as unworthy. If you like the story, it would be nice if you left a precious like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive future updates. The two met in the corridor of a courthouse. Theirs was a clash of glances full of unspoken history, a duel without weapons but no less lethal. The courthouse, with its high ceilings and the echo of hurried footsteps, seemed to stagnate in anticipation of an impending event. Severino, with his usual air of superiority, did not expect to find himself in front of Aeneas, no longer an awkward young man, but an established lawyer. The surprise on his face was quickly veiled by an expression of contempt. But Aeneas, his back straight and his gaze unrelenting, was no longer the boy who could be easily intimidated. "Severino, it's been a while since we've seen each other," Aeneas began, his voice ringing with new strength and confidence. "Do you remember when I said I could never measure up to your daughter? Do you still think so?" Aeneas continued, his voice calm but incisive. Severino, visibly shaken, tried to maintain his composure. "No matter what you become, it will never change where you came from," he replied, in a small voice that betrayed his uncertainty. Aeneas, instead of responding angrily, smiled slightly, showing a certain superiority. "What matters is not where I come from, but where I am going." "And you? Would you have been able to keep calm and give this brilliant life lesson to Severino?" The tension between the two men grew, palpable like the air before a storm. With a final defiant look, Aeneas turned to enter the courtroom, leaving Severinus to ponder the change in the boy he had once so easily scorned. As the courtroom door closed behind him, Aeneas knew he wasn't just entering a courtroom, but he was also crossing the threshold into a new chapter in his life, one in which he was not just a lawyer, but a symbol of progress and justice. Life has a poetic way of bringing stories together, and that's how Selene and Aeneas found each other after years of separation in a cafe in the city. The meeting was full of emotions, sweet and bitter memories mixed together in a long and silent embrace. Selene, now free from the chains imposed by her father, sought in Aeneas not only her lost love, but also an ally in the fight against the injustices suffered by her family. Together, they decided to face not only their future, but also that of Selene's mother, oppressed by an unhappy marriage and a tyrannical husband. Motivated by the need to free themselves from a painful past, Selene and her mother decided to rely on Aeneas to definitively resolve the issue of divorce. So they sued Severino to obtain justice and free themselves from the clutches of a marriage that had for too long stifled their freedom and well-being. The legal battle that followed was as much a courtroom confrontation as an emotional duel between Aeneas and Severino. With every word, every argument, Aeneas demonstrated not only his legal expertise, but also his commitment to justice and love. In the end, with the support of Selene and the solidarity of those who had witnessed their struggle, Aeneas won a crushing victory. Severino, defeated and humiliated, could do nothing but withdraw, leaving room for a new beginning for Selene and her family. With the divorce granted and Severinus's reputation irreparably damaged, Aeneas and Selene could finally plan their wedding. Their union was a symbol of their victory over adversity and a testament to the transformative power of love. Have you ever had to overcome prejudices similar to those faced by Aeneas? And how did you react?